I've been on a few of these shows, and if this is my 15 minutes of fame, I'd like to cash it in for something else. I never expected it to be just about this. But about the process, 363 members of the House, 70% plus of those voting, almost 80%, told us to go into executive session as a committee, told us to release the material on the 28th, and the presumption was it would go out unless there's a good reason to keep it. 60,000 documents have been gone through by the majority and minority staff, and Abby and our guys have done a good job going through it. There will be some mistakes made. We've redacted some very salacious, embarrassing, irrelevant material. We've had a lot of agreement, some disagreement, but we did what the House as a whole told us, and my counterparts on the other side, about 80% of them voted not to release, so we've had a little bit of philosophical debate about that.
If we get down to 1,000 troops by 2017 and dismantle our eyes and ears in Afghanistan and Pakistan, it will haunt us far worse than Iraq. The counterterrorism mission in Afghanistan is a frontline defense for the homeland, and it is being destroyed by this idea of leaving completely in 2017. Mr. President, reverse your course, keep our counterterrorism capabilities in effect to protect us here at home.
We're not advocating combat troops. We're advocating leaving sustaining capability to give them the capabilities that they don't have right now.
We turn now to the chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee, Lindsey Graham. Senator, good morning to you.
Good morning.
The president's up. He's watching, apparently, because he sent out a tweet this morning about you appearing on this program. He said, "Deface the nation will tell Lindsey Graham they must start up the judiciary and not stop." I'm not exactly sure quite what that means, but it sounds like he's giving you marching orders.
I think what he's talking about is oversight of the FISA warrant system that failed. I can promise the president and your viewers that I'm going to call witnesses about
foreign surveillance.
Yeah, the Horowitz report. You know, McCabe, Comey, Rosenstein, Yates. How did you miss it so badly? How could you issue 4 warrants against an American citizen based on information that was unreliable? But here's what I want to tell the president. I'm not going to be the Republican Christopher Steele. So Rudy Giuliani last night said he's got the goods on Hunter Biden. I called the Attorney General this morning and Richard Burr, the chairman of the Intel Committee, and they told me take very cautiously anything coming out of the Ukraine against anybody. So what I will do is I will get to the bottom of how the FISA warrant system failed and make sure we reform it. It doesn't happen again.
There's a lot that still hasn't been figured out here in this deal, but you wrote 9 days ago the idea of a U.S. plan with partners to create a fund of at least $300 billion. This is point 6 in the memorandum, is tone deaf, and it's akin to a Marshall Plan for Germany with the Nazis still in charge. Why did you change your position and now you support it?
Because before I thought the money was coming from the West. If the West funds Iran, I think that would be a Marshall Plan with the Nazis still in charge for Germany. If the plan envisions the Sunni Arabs, yeah, if the Sunni Arabs do it, can you imagine if Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the United Arab Emirates invest $300 billion in Iran? That would tell me that Iran has changed. To all the experts out there, do you think Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the United Arab Emirates are going to invest in Iran with a theocracy bent on destroying Sunni Islam? So think it through. If the money comes from the Sunni Arab world, I hope it happens. It would mean that the Sunni Arabs believe that Iran has changed to the point they want to be a business partner. I pray that happens. I doubt if it will.